Okay, it's that time of year again. This is Dr. Steinbrech for Alpha Male Plastic Surgery. We're talking about the 2025 most requested faces. Here's number 10, Idris Elba. People like him and they request him because he has a nice natural result, but it's rugged looking. 53 years old, but he doesn't want to look overdone. So he leaves a little bit, there's some Botox maybe, but he leaves a little bit of lines there. He also leaves a little bit here. It doesn't look too artificial. It doesn't look too feminine. Stays masculine and rugged. So that's Idris Elba at number 10. Next, number 9, Patrick Schwarzenegger. So he was super white hot in White Lotus this year. Just went right to the top of the heap. He did not fall far. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. His father's Arnold Schwarzenegger. So he has that good rugged look, but a little bit more of a boyish look. And his mother's Maria Shriver, beautiful Kennedy family, some good genes in that family. So what people really like is he's got a strong jawline, good confident chin, good projection, but he still looks natural. A little bit of hooding underneath the eyes keeps him look a little bit of a sleepy eye. People like that, looks good, and a really nice, clean forehead. Little Botox if you're starting to get in that age. So that is number 9, Patrick Schwarzenegger. Number 8, Glenn Powell. Again, he's been around for a long time, but suddenly, boom, just meteoric rise in Hollywood. He's been in Top Gun. Now he's in Running Man. Huge star, right to the top of the heap. The next Brad Pitt. There you go. There you go. Looking at him. People like him because he has beautiful angle to his jawline, nice and masculine, very Hollywood. Beautiful jawline there. And a nice square. See how square that? And it's extended, it's widened, and it's squared. So people will actually ask for a chin implant that is slightly wider and squared. This we can do with some injectables. If you don't have that natural beauty there, people ask for him by name. That's number 8. And next we're gonna go number 7. And number 7, Paul Mescal. Super great. He's in 2 big movies, Hamlet, History of Hamlet, Shakespeare, and then the other one that he is in is The History of Sound, which is a beautiful movie. So what do people ask for him? 2 very particular things. First of all, people sort of like that brooding, that heavier brow here. And what we can do is just give you a little more prominence to your brow so it's more masculine and more prominent and stronger and brooding. And I can do that with some voluma just behind the brow just to make it come out a little bit. People love that. And the other thing they love are his lips. So just a tiny bit. You cannot overdo this in men. You have to keep it subtle. But sometimes guys have like very thin lips. Just need a little bit more to bring out that sexiness. So just a tiny bit along the vermilion border to help that. And you can look like Paul Mescal. All right, and on to number 6, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt never ever leaves the list. Every single year he's here. Why do people like him? It's classic Hollywood good looks. But this is what we're going to talk about this time. He's a little bit fresher now. Just looks a little bit younger this year. What do? When you're in Hollywood and you want to have rejuvenation, you want your neck look a little bit better, your face look a little bit better, don't overdo it, all right? You don't want anything that's going to look too distorted. You just want to be a little bit refreshed. You don't want anything that's going to be too lifted, too surgical, or too feminized. So be very careful. I always like when I do my men's facelifts or neck lifts to leave things underdone. So just go easy with things. You don't want to be overdone. And you don't want people to talk about you because you're overdone. But you want to leave some lines. You want to leave a little bit lines on the side and just always have them wondering, did he or didn't he? So that's why Brad Pitt looks so great. And that's why he's still on the list. Moving on, number 5. Number 5, Jungkook. So he is an international mega pop star from the band BTS, Korean K-pop guy. Now, what do people want to look like for him? Why do they request him? Because he has a softer, they call him the boy power or flower boys in Korea. So it's a softer, almost more feminine look that some of the younger guys want. They're moving in the other direction. So it's a softer chin, all right? And maybe not quite as prominent of a chin, a little bit softer, more higher up, and a softer cheekbone. Still beautiful eyes, beautiful skin, but it's a softer, more middle androgynous look. That's what people ask for with Jungkook at number 5. Moving on to number 4. Jeremy Allen White comes in at number 4. he got his start as, you all remember, a Calvin Klein underwear model, but his career has just taken off on The Bear, and he plays Bruce Springsteen in the movie in 2025 here. He was just at the Gotham Awards. So here's what we're talking about for him: a softer, sleepy look, okay? But very pretty boy. A very nice refined tip to his nose, a nice straight radix to his nose, soft lips, and a slightly subdued chin. So maybe not as much projection as some of the other sort of more classic Hollywood stars. A little bit softer look, but beautiful skin. So if you want to work on your skin, there are a lot of nutraceutical products that we have that can give you beautiful skin like that. So that's number 4, Jeremy Allen White. And now number 3. And number 3, Jonathan Bailey, British actor, Laurence Olivier winner. Huge hit in the States now. Cover of People magazine, voted sexiest, 2025 sexiest man alive. And this is why. It's because he's got a sexy, relaxed look. Okay, a little bit of hooding to the lids, not overdone. Didn't go crazy with the Botox. Just a little bit relaxed here, which is fine. We like that. What men really like is the fact that he has this beautiful lower lip, all right? It's all about the lower lip. So we just put a little bit of Botox in for this, not too much. Want to keep a more relaxed, sort of hair tousled look, and just a little bit more into the lower lip, that pouting lower lip, with some Voluma or Restylane are great products for that. So he's super nice and a great person that a lot of people want to look like. That's Jonathan Bailey, number 3. Number 2, Chris, again, is on the list this year, Chris Hemsworth. So classic, rugged, superhero look. So this is Thor. You're looking at him, all right? So what do people want from him? Always. They will always say the same thing. A rugged look to him, but a strong jawline. All the way out to the goniola angle, all the way across, broad chin, beautiful chiseled Thor jawline. And because he's Thor, he has to have a very high cheekbone. So a high Nordic cheekbone. You don't want these raggedy and sort of things. You don't want to look like that. No, that is not what you want. You want it all to be high up here, a nice high cheekbone. And the last thing is a prominent brow. So just a little bit of voluma. You can create this look. We can create this look with a more prominent brow with some voluma in the brow, bringing it forward, lifting up the cheekbone with a little bit of voluma around there and another filler in the jawline. It can be radius or voluma, square out the jawline and come all the way across with a chin implant, with a wraparound jawline implant. That is what people want. That's Chris Hemsworth coming in at number 2. And number 1, of course, is Henry Cavill. So he is our most requested for a couple reasons. Number 1, he represents what is absolutely classic Hollywood. The Hollywood glamour. It's timeless. It's the Hollywood leading man. This is what it's looked like for generations, and he represents that. Very masculine appearance, that beautiful granitic jawline, square. This is Superman right there. High cheekbone like we talked about before. Just a little bit in the lips. Nice refined nose, but not too dainty, not too feminine. Still looks nice and masculine. Beautiful head of hair. So if you're trying to recreate this look, people do it by coming for hair transplant. We do hair transplant to fill in and make the front, the widow's peak, more robust, but to look natural. We don't want to look like a monkey. We want to keep it natural. Then the other thing that people look for is that prominent brow that people like. We like to fill out the temples so they're not too squished. Keep them full. That's going to make you look like Superman. And then that nice square jaw and that high cheekbone, and you got yourself a Superman. So if that's what you're looking for, we have it here at Alpha Male Plastic Surgery. So there you go. That's the list for 2025 most requested stars of all of our patients' requests. Thank you very much. This is Dr. Steinbrech for Alpha Male Plastic Surgery in New York, LA in the Beverly Hills office, and in Chicago. Thank you.